Alright, I'm back. Horizontal this time, because this is gonna be longer than a minute. I just wanted to sit down and talk, because, my re-audition for All-State Band was due today. I got that in, and since that happened, I just, wanted to talk about that, because there was actually, um, I got a real bad case of imposter syndrome with that one, like just lately, because I mean, if you're a musician yourself, which I assume most people who have subscribed are, by the way, I do want to say thank you to all the people who have and have left comments. I do try and read all the comments. I've probably missed some. I know there are some I haven't replied to that people probably wanted me to like ask the question and I missed that question. So sorry for that, and thank you for commenting and liking and subscribing and all of that. Means a lot. I didn't think I would already be at nearly 60 after, I mean, not, like, I got it all from the shorts I did back at the beginning of the year, which I want to get back up again. I want to try and do one every day, but there's also not much point of continuing that kind of trend if you've already missed a month, but whatever. I'll get back to that at some point. But I just wanted to talk about imposter syndrome in music, because I deal with that a lot. So I'm in my high school's wind ensemble, which is like, in most schools, wind ensemble is like most schools, as far as I know, have two bands, two levels, and the higher one is usually wind ensemble or wind symphony or something with wind in it. Although our lower band also has the word wind in it, so I mean, just the higher band of our school. And being in the higher band, you're with a bunch of really good musicians. Can't even pronounce the word I am. And being with those people, it is so intimidating. Like, if you asked me, I would not say I'm good at clarinet. Like, I just don't feel like I'm on the same level as everybody else in that band, because you're in there with people who practice like 5 hours a day. I mean, there are only 4 clarinets in our band, and first chair clarinet, she's insane. I mean, she's just like an outlier. She's just like, no matter how much you practice, you're not going to get on her level, is basically how good she is. And I'm sure she practices just a crazy amount of hours a day. I think the most I practiced in one day was like 5 or 6, and well, not 6, at 5 at most, and that is a lot. Like, that's a lot even for people who are playing professionally, I think. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong there, but that was way back at the beginning of the year. I'll get into that maybe a little in a few minutes, but she's just crazy. I mean, I'm doing solo and ensemble in a few weeks, actually. It's at the beginning of March, so I only have a little bit of time left to get that ready, but it's getting pretty good. I'll probably post an update on that. But she's also going to be at solo and ensemble, and she is going to be playing like a memorized piece, which will be longer than 8 minutes. I think she has the 16-minute time slot. So that's insane. Memorizing that long of a piece, like, I have snippets of songs memorized. The longest part of a song I have memorized is probably like the march I played for my first video, like, you know. Yeah, you get it. And that's the longest bit of a song I think I have memorized. I could not imagine memorizing a whole piece like that. And it's a solo, obviously, solo and ensemble, but It's not like a duet or anything. Just her, and she'll probably just do amazing. And it is really hard playing the same instrument as someone like that, because you just know you'll never be at that level. It's and maybe I'm just making excuses. I don't know. But I don't know how many years she was playing. She could have been playing before 6th grade, whereas I started in 6th grade. But I mean, just her alone would make you feel like really bad about your playing, but then you're in a section with 2 other people who are great at clarinet, and then a whole band of people who are just amazing at their instruments. Like, they just know everything, and I want to go into music education, but I am so far from that goal. It's insane. I'm I don't even have, like, memorizing scales is a foreign concept to me, you know? I have B flat major, F major, and then D major. Because D major was one of the scales for Allstate, so that's why I have it memorized. And obviously my chromatic scale, because that's just every note. But other than that, I really don't. And I need to get on that, because I feel like if I want to be a music teacher, probably going to need to know scales and music theory and stuff like that, and I have not put any effort into learning that. Apparently there's Roman numerals in music theory. I don't know what all the chords are. Like, I don't know this stuff I should know. And I mean, that's one thing I definitely think I should be worried about. Whereas, like, my playing itself, maybe not, because I mean, I'm also in the band with everyone else, right? Like, there could be someone who looks at me and goes, "Oh my god, he's just insane," and that is a possibility. But I don't know. I just don't see myself that way as being good, because I just am so lazy sometimes with my instrument. Like, I mean, I've practiced the last 2 or 3 days, but there were 2 days this week that I didn't, and before that, I didn't practice at home for like a month. Like, from the day 16 short, the last short I posted before I messed up the whole everyday thing, to maybe a few days before the next short, I had not practiced once, and that was like 2 or 3 weeks. And I know that's a problem. That's something I should be worried about. And I don't know why that happened, because at the beginning of the year, like I said, I was practicing 4 or 5 hours a day, every day. And getting all of my schoolwork done, no problem. Now I'm swamped with everything. There's just so much. And I don't know how that happened or why it happened, because there's not much that has changed between the semesters over break. So I don't know. Maybe it's just what happens second semester. You stop caring as much, and then, like, I've probably been procrastinating more than I did last semester. I don't know. But I really don't want to do this next year, because I'll be taking harder classes, and I'll be trying to get better at the same time, and I can't really do that if I'm swamped with harder classes. So, yeah. Just wanted to talk about that, because I'm sure any musicians watching, I'm still tripping over that. Anyone watching who plays an instrument can definitely relate with that. And I mean, that's about it. That's all I wanted to touch on, just my feelings about all that. But I don't think there's a chance you can actually be kicked out of Allstate with the re-audition. Shaking the stand the phone's on. There's a chance you can be kicked out, and have one of the alternatives come in, because they're not just for people who are like who can't show up. They're also for people who like didn't put any effort in on the music at all. And the other clarinet who got in, well, first chair, she also got in, but there's actually 2 levels of all-state band as well, which I did not know until this year, but sophomores can't even get into the higher one, so it's fine. Yeah, I got into the only one I could get in, the first year I could get in, so I'll take that. Yeah, so I'm just hoping I get a kind of high chair, because you're like, you get put into parts, you know, because there's first part, second part, third part on most pieces, and you get into one of those parts, and your chair placement ends up being in one of those sections. So I'm just hoping, I don't know, I get like the top half of part 2, because I got part 2, which is, I mean, that's pretty good. That's better than like, I think 7 people are in third part, so I'll take that. Yeah. But our first chair clarinet, last year when she was a sophomore, she got first chair out of the whole lower all-state band. So, like, just for a little, scale, you know, banana for scale. Banana for scale? Who? That's a meme. Why did I say? Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of losing the plot here, so I think I'll end it. But yeah. Maybe I could try and get a short out this weekend. I don't know. It wouldn't be that hard. I don't know why I can't just do it, but that's just how I am, you know. So, thanks for watching, and that's about it. See ya.